Thanks for coming back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cardboard Crawlers Outdoor Amphitheater. Today we're just doing a little crawl, a little fall crawl. We've got Ruby the Rubicon out with us today, and we don't really have a name for the comp buggy, it's just the comp buggy. And these are both on Maz Design cheat code chassis, titanium. It's a great setup. I know not everyone can go that way. There's other ways to do a LCG chassis. I do run Grizzly Works LCG kits on all of my other rigs, and I like them all. I like both of these rigs right here. Even though they're on the same chassis, they are on different wheels and different tires and shock setup. And they definitely have their own attributes. Ruby is on rubber bands in the rear, no rubber bands in the front, on like a 48 millimeter Chirac tire with no foams, non-vented. They're air, they hold a little tiny, air. And I don't know, I like that setup. Runs really good. And at the same time, the comp buggy is a little monster in and of herself. She's on a 58 millimeter Crawler Master MT, the Injora tire. You can see it's real square body, and they're great. They're both on Maz. They both have Maz rings in them, and one of them's about to get an NSD-RC servo, and I think it's going to be the Ruby the Rubicon because her servo is like both the ears are broken off. You can see a wire in there tying it together, and it's actually both sides are broken off now. It needs another wire to actually, I lose a little bit of steering in it. The servo is actually moving in the tray just a tiny bit, I think. So, whatever. If I would have known then what I know now, I wouldn't have spent, as much as I've spent on different parts that fail or don't fail, Like, if you're going to get into it serious, you might as well just start buying some nice stuff right off the bat. I don't know. You can stay brushless. You can stay brushed, I think, as far as motors go for a long while and do all that. And I'm still running my stock controllers, even though I bought a FlySky. I just haven't set anything up because you got to buy everything else for every single car. So, yeah, it is what it is. Total first world problem. It's all good. Still have a ton of fun with my rigs out here. This is a little sketchy. I'm so close to tipping, and that little rock just moved just into the right position underneath that tire, and it just pulled me through. But yeah, the course, like I said, it's always expanding, changing. I definitely have noticed I'm putting, like, this is a really flat-ish, I would call this area kind of flat, right here where the trucks are. On the other side of the stump, I've tried to create more like transition in the ground, like actually, move the earth around instead of just finding the spot that the ground will accept the rock. I kind of put the rock where I really want it and then move the ground around to support it, and then bring other rocks in, work off of a rock feature and then have trail to it. Like right there, where out in front of the Jeep, that's like a little winch section where all those green rocks are. Just left of center of screen there. All that greenish stuff, I want that to be like you have to go from the uphill side there. So we'll see. It's all just grown man playing cards in his yard. So, yeah, it's fun though. It's a kick in the booty. And right in here, I think what ends up happening is I get to this section and I wasn't really planning on going here, and I realize it's not really worked on enough to, these trucks haven't ever been through there, so I stopped for a second and changed some things around. So you may notice or may not notice some rocks are moved. Like right after this shot, I think. But yeah, beautiful fall day. Getting ready for it. And yeah, just living, having a good time. Wheeling, always wheeling. There's lots of acreage out there to wheel in, so I almost don't go anywhere else. The yard is just fun. I just, go out there and film for a couple hours and have a good time and run a couple of batteries and, do what I do. So I was just checking this out. It's kind of a new, different section. Just doing different things right there. And then I realized there's a second line coming around that rock. You can go around it two different ways. You can go around it from the side that I was thinking about just going right now, and then I realized you can go around it over here too. So rock back into position and realize that I got my wheels on the wrong side of the obstacle. I need to have my tires like this, boom, and then I can swing around it. So it's always fun to move stuff around and then find a new line. And then I think I just came around the corner, and we're about to the end of the video here, guys. So thanks so much for watching. It's always a blast. I have a lot of fun with these trucks, and I've got some really cool spots in my rock pile. And like I said, it's always changing, and I don't know that we're going to be changing a lot on these trucks. A couple servos here and there to beef them up a little bit, and some shock choices, but we'll see. Progression, right? All right, you guys, have a great afternoon. Be safe out there. Cardboard crawlers out.